Yes, sir.
Good morning, my lord.
Before you start, sorry. That document, which allegedly is of a statement made by the gentleman who is alleged to have died.
Taba Makaleni.
Makaleni. Who introduced that document?
Well, my lord, it is the defense.
I just want that to be clear, because the law doesn't permit me to introduce that document after you have closed your case and any of the accused invoke Section 174.
Yes, in fact, my lord, the court will recall that we said we'll neaten up our submissions regarding Taba Makaleni, which we have since done, and we point out that it's actually an oral statement that he made to Warren of Steenkamp on the 27th of October 2014, and it's already on record. It was introduced by the defense themselves. We refer to a few places in the record where the court, where the defense cross-examined on the document.
But because Steenkamp, is it?
Yes, Warren of Steenkamp.
Steenkamp didn't give evidence.
No, she hasn't.
She made an affidavit.
Indeed, which forms part of Exhibit J.
Was that affidavit ended up also?
Yes, it forms part of Exhibit J, yes. It was handed up.
Mr. Kumalo, do you confirm that?
Well, it's a report,
Fine,
a statement. Yes.
About the fact that the evidence, alleged evidence, which was handed up concerning Makaleni, it was done, I don't know, it was done by who? The point is, I'm saying I didn't do it. I'm not allowed to do it. I just want to place it on record. After you have started...
I didn't do it. I just want to place it on record. Let me tell you something. These are the difficult days. Post 6 July 2025, where Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi from the KZN, a tiny little corner impact, okay? Because yes, the Madlanga Commission might not be starting. It might be postponed indefinitely. But one thing is for sure, everybody is on high alert. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Judge Ratha saying, I didn't do it. I can't add it to the record. I cannot add the statement of Makaleni, okay? The man with the night vision who can see at night when Longwe Twala is running out but nobody can see him. He only saw the accused. Somebody left a comment actually yesterday that says, hey, this Makaleni, how does he know who he saw? Because Utumelo Madlala said they were outside smoking. Even Zandi said, and then I went outside and then I told Longwe to come back inside. And is it Longwe or Kelly? One of those, okay? I can't remember the details of the outsidings of the Spaza house, but there was some kind of outside activity before they went inside to say goodbye to Uma Kumalo, the mother, and then the pew-pewing happened. Do you guys remember that? Drop it in the comment section. But basically, these are the times, okay, where the judge says, no, never mind. Never mind. I know I hinted to the state that they must bring Makaleni's statement and make sure that Kininda is the author of the statement, is the one who commissioned the statement. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So now, a whole Judge Ratha is backtracking. Can you believe it? My goodness. And I'm going to say that is a good thing. I'm not saying Judge Ratha is a good judge. I'm saying that's a good thing. Those are two different WhatsApp groups, okay? So, hello everybody. Welcome back to another Mzansi Unfiltered edition where we go over what happened in court. I didn't expect to do any video today because I thought, we're going to get there and Mr. Interpreter is going to interpret wrongly, okay? Because I got this comment as well. Let me tell you something. I love the comment section. In case it was not already clear, I absolutely love it when you guys show up inside Pagati within the comments. And this comment says, I'm a little bit behind. Here's the comment. Unfortunately, I wouldn't listen either to the interpreter that is. If I tuned in, I was very disappointed with his Zulu interpretation earlier when he interpreted from Sibanda and Ratha recently. I thought I would pick up from the interpretation on points I felt evaded me, but the interpreter wouldn't refer to those at all. And I said, what? In fact, he was giving a summarized version, especially leaving out the previous case case references. I felt it was a disservice to the accused. Listen, that comment took me aback, and I said to myself, wow, that is definitely a disservice to the accused. It is unfair. They shouldn't be getting a summarized version. They should literally be getting the full context of what was said inside the court. So yeah, and I think, this should go further than just my comment section. Why doesn't Jonas know this? But anyway, so I wanted to share that comment with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you also feel the same way? I want to comment on, I don't want to target this person, but I want to comment on this person's comment. There's no other way for me to say it, okay? I want to comment on this person's comment. So clearly this person's comment is in English, and they're saying there's some parts that would jump them, okay? In the English-ified version, okay? That's happening in court. And they would wait for when the interpretation happens, but unfortunately the interpretation is teka-teking, okay? So for me, that also goes back to when the judge says, you guys understand isiZulu, English. It doesn't mean when you understand English 100% that when it comes to now court lingo, you will understand, which is the importance of the interpreter. So just a friendly reminder, if ever you find yourself on the other side of the law and you feel some type of way, uncertain, always ask for an interpreter because it's your right, okay? No matter what Judge Ratha says. But with that said, let's continue listening on, because who is this judge? Maybe the haircut has an impact because all of a sudden he wants to do the right thing. Huh? I cannot even believe he said that. He is unable to add Makaleni's statement because it is the law. The state closed their case, and then the defense started their application for Section 174. So that application is based on everything that is inside Phakathi, the record, at the time the state closed their case. They can't come and add something. Baloyi, you should know better. But in true Baloyi style, he obviously pushes back. Let's listen in.
Your application for Section 174. The evidence is standardized and static as it is. The court can't introduce new evidence because the defense has closed its case.
Yes.
And you are asserting the defendant's case.
Yes.
That's why I'm not allowed to. There are two divergent decisions in our courts. State versus Bosolu. It's an SCA case. And then there's another case also. State versus Roll. R versus Roll. Okay. So, are you sure that it's not me who introduced that? I couldn't introduce anything.
Yes, no.
Unless I mentioned that I'm doing so in terms of Section 186.
Listen, I'm loving this, okay? Because this is an on goal. Sir, my lord, you actually did literally say that in terms, and that was on Monday, the Monday of this week. Oh my goodness. You literally said, in terms of Section 17, in terms of Section 186, I want to see the statement of Makaleni. And that was at the end of the day. And then you told Baloyi, go and find who took the statement. And now Baloyi is coming back to tell us, well, my lord, it was an oral statement. Baloyi, what is an oral statement? We are already dealing with the prosecutorially led investigation, done. And today you're telling us about an oral statement? How does one submit an oral statement? This, ladies and gentlemen, we have moved from neutral DNA to an oral statement. My goodness, Baloyi is a very desperate man, and desperate times call for desperate measures. The defense needs to clock all this. Not just yes, my lord, yes, my lord. It was this Monday. How am I the only one who is remembering? My lord literally said Section 186. Huh? Anyway, let's continue listening on. The good news is my lord has come to his senses and changed his mind. I believe somebody pulled him aside and said, no. You can't do that. Don't forget, these guys are taking you to the appeals court, the constitutional court. You don't want to have such things on the record. There's no way you can add evidence of oral nature. Somebody deceased, and you put it on the record after the state's case has closed. There is a conscience after all, ladies and gentlemen. There is a conscience. Let's continue listening on.
Yes, it is already on record, and I've just had a look at Exhibit J. It's indeed under oath.
Who introduced it anyway?
My Lord,
the concerns?
when we go back
Yeah.
on the record, we see that during the cross-examination of Ms. Zandi Khumalo,
Right?
on the 20th of July 2023,
Yeah.
during the cross-examination of Mr. Ramusepeli,
Mr. Ramsepi introduced it.
yes, when cross-examining Ms. Zandi Khumalo,
Yeah.
he referred to it, and it's page 7 on the 20th of July 2023, lines 1 to 4, and also on the 8th of November 2024, during the cross-examination of Brigadier Gininda, Mr. Ramsepele referred to it, and we here, my Lord, we specifically referred to Makaleni,
Yeah.
the cross-examination of Makaleni.
Right.
8th of November 2024, page 53, line 6 to 22. That's where Mr. Ramsepele canvassed the oral statement made to Warren Officer Steenkamp with Brigadier Gininda.
Okay.
Yes.
You have confirmed that, Mr. Ramsepi.
Present Assistant Court, my Lord. My Lord, although I do not have the record that my colleague talks about, indeed, I did cross-examine Ms. Zandile Khumalo, specifically regarding the people that were in the house,
No, fine, no problem.
regarding their description of the second intruder.
Fine, there's no problem.
I
I'm
did
just-
not touch anything on Makaleni with those witnesses. And my Lord, we must be very...
No, it's okay. All I'm saying, I
Yes.
want to
Yes.
ascertain is, it doesn't matter who handled that cross-examination.
Yes.
All I want to ascertain is, it was handled before Mr. Ngomalo began his 174 application.
Application.
That's all the law says.
Yes.
Okay, fine, no problem.
Okay. And further, my Lord, this aspect, because I was going to request the court perhaps after the interpretation and the reply by Advocate Ngumalo, perhaps to have also a reply word or two, although I did not make an application myself. I'm not sure whether it's procedural, so I was going
What does the law say?
to request the court's indulgence, my Lord, because I don't know whether it's procedural. I'll concede that, my Lord.
Talk to your learned colleagues there.
No, they can't teach me anything, my Lord.
That's all.
They can't teach me anything.
Is it? Okay, let's start. You'll decide about that. Yes, we can continue, sir.